I have one more set to redeem myself. That was clearly better. Woo! Fuck, the hardest part is to get down. Ah! Woo! That's fucking good. This might be a little bit biased, but to be honest, I think that hold was fucking clean. Fun. Like if all workouts were like this, I think the whole world would just train constantly, 24 hours per day. It is time for another workout, and now I'm back home with my own park, so I will be able to perform the full front lever session. But here's the catch as well. I have decided to actually combine the pull and push sessions into one video. I'm still just gonna train the front lever today and then the planche Maltese tomorrow, but I'm gonna put them all in one in one video to make it easier to follow, because I feel like I've been doing two sort of series, like one front lever series and one Maltese series, and it's been a bit confusing with the days and everything. So now I decided to put them together and just make one sort of calisthenics skill journey series. There we have the name for it. And I think that's going to be easier to follow along, and this also means that I have some more room for other videos. So this means that it's going to be 2 videos per week when it comes to the vlogs and my training. I'm still going to train just as much, I'm still going to record everything, but the video is going to be 2 times per week, and this leaves some room for other type of content. I want to do some more educational stuff where I share sort of warm-up routines and tips and tricks regarding certain things, and those kind of videos as well. And now we have some more space during the week, so we're just not just putting videos without any sort of value out there. Now it's going to be more pure content and more room for other stuff as well, which I think in general is going to be a pretty nice combination. So that's going to be the structure, but no more to say. Let's start with some top front lever holds and then smash this workout. Okay, I got the playlist ready. You already know it's always in the description if you want to listen to the songs that I listen to. They are pretty bangers. For the top front lever hold, I'm not using a resistance band anymore. As of I think 1 or 2 workouts ago, I started only doing body weight holds. I'm gonna aim for 7 to 8 seconds today without any band. It's gonna be pretty hard, but I think we actually have the strength. I feel pretty powerful today as well, and I've been getting a lot of progress in top front lever hold. So let's see if it's doable. I'm not an expert at counting, but that was definitely not 7. Let's hope the second set is a bit better. I have one more set to redeem myself and show that I actually have progressed in front top lever holds. Top front lever holds, that's I think the order we say it. Let's go. That was clearly better. Woo! One more, hopefully as clean as the last one. Slightly shorter, but still, I think that's pretty good. Next up we got front lever pull-ups, and here I'm actually gonna add the resistance band. As of last session in the gym, I decided to actually switch up. I was doing it without any band first, but it was slightly too heavy. So now I decided to add a band, increase the reps I can actually do, and then also get a longer top, or get a longer just normal hold after the actual reps. So that's gonna be the main idea for today as well. 4 front lever pull-ups, preferably with touch, and then just a solid hold afterwards. Oh, it's still so fucking heavy. Holy crap. Let's do one more set and see if we can clean up the reps a bit more. Ah. fuck, it's heavy. I think it's also easy to forget that even if I'm doing pull-ups, I'm still in the front load position, so I'm activating where the time and attention for basically the whole body is still really high for the front load. So then when I'm doing the actual hold, I've already been, you know, exhausted or getting more fatigue in those muscles because I've been doing the pull-ups, and that's also for a few seconds. So I'm having that in mind, but still, this I think was slightly better than the first one at least. Let's do one more, unless the music dies. It's another good song, so we're good. Ah, fuck that shit. Whew. Pretty alright. If you just look at this legendary setup, you probably already know which exercise it is. Yes, retraction push-ups. And I did need to build up some sand on this side because my whole sort of park here is actually tilting slightly downwards. That's also sometimes when I do skills, it may look like my legs are pointing a lot downwards, but the reality is that they are probably pointing a bit downwards, but the ground is also tilted. So compared to the sort of gravity, I'm straight, almost. Probably tilted a bit if it looks crazy much, but you get the point. And same thing here, so I need to build up on this side so these ones are straight. I put this one so I get higher up, and the range of motion is going to be pretty good because these parallettes have a lot of ground clearance. Boom, we got that check. Let's do 3 sets, retraction push-ups, 10 reps each. Fucking Sam. Ooh. Sand is a bit frustrating though. Ooh. But good reps. Eef. Or 2 more to be precise. Ah. Impossible dip. That's it. Wow. Whew. That was good. I also forgot to mention that now the actual metal parallettes are in stock in the Grenation shop. So if you order them, it's not any more pre-orders. Now you will actually get them a few days after you have ordered. Of course, depending on your country, but most often they are extremely fast with the shipping. And as always, code Simon will give you 10% off, and it also supports the channel, so I am very much appreciative of it. I think that's how you say it. Thank you. Let's move on. Next up, we're doing some chin-ups. I have my dip belt and a few kettlebells. It's one with 16 kilograms and the other one is 18. So the total 34. Quick math. Which is pretty good. I usually do 40 kgs, so it's gonna be a good number. It's not perfect. Would like to have 40, but this is the best we can do. I want it further back. If nice. Fuck, the hardest part is to get down We're good. Let's do another one. Oh yeah. Ah. Still hard to get down. Last one. That is going to be pretty much it for today's pull workout. But as I mentioned in the beginning of the session, I'm going to combine this with tomorrow's workout. So I will add it into one video. So I'm not going to say goodbye just yet. I'm just going to say, see you guys tomorrow. Here's the bicep flex, so you don't miss the flexing in the end of the workouts. But here it is, and we do more flexing tomorrow when we're back in the gym. See you then. And boom, teleportation to the gym. And it's time for a Maltese and planche workout. We're gonna start off with Maltese training, but there's one thing I remembered that I forgot it, and that's the metal parallettes. I forgot them at home. I usually have them here in the gym, but I brought them home because of the outdoor training, and then I forgot them. And if you saw my planche training a few sessions ago, you know that I figured out that if I do it on the sort of bent part with the pronated grip, it's way more comfortable for me and I don't get the same amount of pain in my thumbs, which allows me to actually push the hold when it comes to muscle and soreness without being limited by the pain in the hands. So that was really great, but I forgot them. So this means that I am here stuck with the option of either skipping it or doing it on the Parallel Max that I also have, but there's no bent part on them. It's the wooden ones. And that's, I think, gonna be the option. I will attempt to do the one I started off with. Hopefully not crazy pain, because I haven't done it with this grip now in a while, so maybe they are a bit recovered. And then for the next one I can bring the parallels back and train like usual. Let's jump straight to it. I have my 10 to 30 kg band, same as before, but the parallels are the Parallel Max. So they don't have this bending edge like the metal ones, which means I can't hold here, or I potentially could, but that's probably going to be more painful than just holding here. So I will give it a try, the normal pronated grip, and just see if I can handle the pain in the hands. Or they are used to it by this point and maybe I don't feel it. That's a really good wish and I hope that's going to be the case. Let's try. Ah, hell yeah. Oof. I'm gonna tell you this. That was fucking good hold. And the first few seconds were really good on the hands, but then the pain is starting to creep up on me. And I think the reason is because I have taken a pause from this grip now. I was away for 1 week and then like 1.5 weeks I think I haven't done with this grip, which means that I got some time to rest. And I think it is slightly more like hardened, I don't know if that's the name for it, but it can handle the pressure slightly more than what I did before. So I think if I just give it time, I don't need to do this grip all the time, but if I combine this grip with the bent one, I think it's a good combination of strengthening my hands or making them more comfortable with it, and also pushing my limits when it comes to muscle strength, because that's the key thing in my opinion. Like the grip, I can always adjust to some degree, but if I can't be in the position long enough, I will never, like the rest of my body will never get used to the Maltese. And that's my biggest concern, because that's what's gonna take the most time. The grip, I can train the grip from time to time, doesn't have to be that crazy, but I think the longest progression is gonna be to get enough strength for my shoulders, for my core, for the protraction to be in the Maltese. And therefore, I really don't want the grip to be a limiting factor. That makes sense, I hope. Let's do another set with this grip. I'm gonna give it some extra rest, so 3 to 4 minutes, slightly longer than usual. but I think it's gonna be good because we want to have peak performance holds. We got some rest, let's do another set. Good stuff. It's definitely not comfortable with the hands, but this time I'm at least not dying because of the pain. We can definitely do one more set, and with that I'm more than happy. Over expectation, I was planning on doing a good one with my metal pellets, but this is definitely above my expectations considering I only have these ones at the moment. So that was nice. Maybe it was meant to be for me to be shown that it's possible with this grip, and maybe it was just the fact that I went a bit too quick with the grip and to some degree overtrained this part because my body is uncomfortable, and 2 times per week maybe was too much for this specific part, the pronated grip. And it was a good lesson for me. I haven't trained this style before, and we live, we learn, we adapt, and that's the whole point of training. Let's get it, one more set. Woo! That's fucking good. Damn, I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. I also told you guys I was gonna keep you updated on the pull-up program, and now it's completely finished. The program is just video format and write the text, so it's super easy to follow. I show all the exercises, tell you what to think about when you perform them, and then you have the sets, the reps, which days during, or how you should apply it in your normal training and all that. So it's super easy to follow, and if you are looking to learn the pull-up, I strongly recommend you to check it out. I'll leave the link in the description. Let's move on. Let's move over to some supinated full planche holds. I'm gonna switch up the band to the 5 to 15 kilogram band instead of this 10 to 30. This is only for Maltese. Well, since today was a pretty good day, I'm gonna see if I can push this one above 8 seconds hold. That is a lot, but I'm gonna do max hold for the first one and just see how many seconds it is, because I'm hoping it can be pretty good considering the Maltese today. Pretty right, I think. I think the hips, just gonna quiet the music. I think the hips were a bit too high up in the beginning, but then a few seconds I fixed it. I don't know the time, but definitely above 6 seconds. But let's count it and see how many it actually was. This might be a little bit biased, but to be honest, I think that hold was fucking clean. Like, it was good. It can always be more perfect, of course, but in my opinion, that was fucking solid. And I counted, it was about 8 seconds, so that was also just fucking spot on. What's happening today? Good fucking sesh, so I better enjoy it because we all know that all workouts do not look like this, where we're just going above our expectations. Most workouts are more shit, just straight up hustling. But now, this is enjoyable. This is really fun. Like, if all workouts were like this, I think the whole world would just train constantly, 24 hours per day. But it's not. And that's why we need to hustle, so we then can actually enjoy it, because we know that this is rare. So don't take it for granted. Let's do another fucking crazy planche hold. Woo, pretty solid. Pretty fucking solid. Last set. Woo! Fucking good. Damn, it's a good day. Let's see, we're probably gonna be super strong in straight arm races as well. Let's move on to it. Time for some straight arm races. As of last full Maltese workout, I switched it up to 20 kilograms to have it as progressive overload, keeping the sets the same, keeping the reps the same, but increasing the weight and thereby the progressive overload. So we're at 20 kilograms right now, doing 10 reps. I think I'm gonna stick for this, or with this sort of setup, for 2 weeks, and then we're gonna add progressive overload again. Because in about 4 weeks, that's the limit, that's the end of August, and that's when I'm planning on actually having the straight bar Maltese for 5 seconds, and also my other goals within front lever. But in that period, I wanna do 1 more progressive overload with increased intensity, and then after that, work with that for 2 weeks, and then we fucking should be ready. But let's do 3 sets, 10 reps, 20 kilograms. Still really heavy stuff. I don't know what it is. I'm pretty stiff, to be honest. I'm not the guy that does a lot of stretching. So when I'm always holding like this, I almost feel like I'm gonna cramp a bit because it's a bit uncomfortable here with the man spread and then the position. And that's why you also sometimes see me do with the feet, like, it's just, to be honest, because if I'm still, I feel like I'm gonna cramp up. And this, to some degree, helps. Comes like it ticks when I do it. But we do what's working, and at least my reps are pretty good. Let's do another one. I also want to say, oh fuck, the camera is so low. There we have it. I also want to say that this exercise is great for conditioning the straight arm strength and training your sort of joints. Because we're all in the position a really long time. That's why I also like to have increased reps, to do about 10 reps. Not just pushing it with insane weights, doing 5 reps, even though we all know that strength is towards the lower interval. I actually prefer, especially with these exercises, increase the rep, because that's conditioning my joints as well, not only training for strength, but then of course 10 reps is a pretty good number, and I really like 10 to 12 reps when it comes to these exercises. So building strength, conditioning here, and just gonna do like this. I've never gotten injury when it comes to joints or stuff like that throughout my whole career in 6-7 years, because I always used resistance band to help me increase the reps and stay towards the higher end of those stuff. I rather want to build more volume, time under tension, all of that. It might take slightly longer, but skipping the injuries, and of course I enjoy it way more. It feels good to get some pump and all of that, not just doing these short stuff, even though it builds strength. I just value time and attention way more. Music on. That's it. Fucking hell. Heavy. That was the last one. Let's do some dips. 70 kg. Let's aim for 8 reps. Slow and steady. Feels damn good. I love dips. Let's do another one. Getting insane shoulder pumps. Heaviest part of this is the squat, where I need to stand up. That was a joke, but some reality to it as well. Nice. I hope that was 8. It might have been 7. Lost count. Last set, let's end it on top. Let's do 2 more. Ah! Okay, that's actually heavy. Woo! But good reps. I'm gonna take this to the rack in one go. Well. That was one hell of an amazing sesh. We just slayed it. Every single exercise just spot on. I don't think it's been ever a workout that I enjoyed this much. When it comes to statics and considering like 1 year back. Like this was fucking amazing. And these are the things I live for. Like training consistent, like of course I don't enjoy every single workout. It's never gonna happen. But since I know that these workouts, they happen from time to time if we just stay consistent enough to actually experience them so we don't quit before it. We do get to experience these workouts and they are just such a motivation boost. Like right now I just feel like I could do Maltese on the floor, on the fingers, on whatever. I'm not gonna do it, probably gonna get hurt. But that's the feeling, the motivation, that's what I'm gonna keep for the next sessions ahead. And it's just really great. I'm glad you guys got to share the experience with me. Last time, or yesterday, I promised that we're gonna do some flexing, and I think that's gonna be a good idea because we did rep out some stuff in the end of the session that should be getting some good pump. So, breathing out, always the trick. Oh, without getting cramps and fading. Double bicep. Tricep action. Solid. And the back. Maybe not the most insane, but it is something. And the Maltese. Oh yeah, that is dangerous. Before we say goodbye, I also want to clarify something about the Imhauser Crew. It is a membership where, like, the community is a small part of it, but the Imhauser Crew is a platform, it's a mobile app, so you literally can download it on the phone, click it, and then you will have access to video format programs, and that's including the muscle up, that's including the pull up, it's including handstand push up. Next up we have Planche and front lever coming. We already had a lot of tutorials on them as well, and everything is video format, it's writing text. I explain a lot of other stuff as well besides the programs, and everything is in one app, one membership. You can quit after 1 month if you don't like it, and you get access to everything once you're in. So it's just, I really want to clarify it so you don't think it's just a WhatsApp group or whatever. No, it's a fully functional app where everything is stored on, and on the computer as well you can log in. So it's super convenient, super convenient. And that's what I want you to understand. And then of course we have the group chat in there as well, where everyone can comment, share stuff, you can ask anything. I'm always there answering all questions that you have regarding general training or your training specifically. So I'm like an online coach for everyone there. I really want to say that so you understand it and don't think it's just a group chat, because it clearly is way more than that. All right, I think that's how we're gonna call it. I will see you guys for another session. I'm gonna continue with these splits. 1 front lever session, 1 planche session, add it together, get one hell of a video, and hopefully the next one is gonna be just as hype as this one. we can hope. Reality and probability speaking, it's most likely not going to be as good, but we're going to try our best. And if I have possibility, I will also record a few more freestyle sessions from time to time, because I do think people enjoy them. It's slightly more just me sending combos, less talking, but from time that can be nice as well. Just get some dopamine and see the other part of this beautiful sport. So hit like, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Choo-choo!